A case of crossed fused ectopic kidney which was operated with anatrophic nephrolithotomy and PCNL on the two units which are present on the left side. Now patient presented with residual stone with stent in situ. The upper moiety is in normal position, lower moiety is crossed ectopic kidney. The stone was present in the right side crossed ectopic kidney which is present on the left side. RIRS was performed in this case. Doing PCNL in such reoperated cases may be difficult. In RIRS, this is the crossing of the ureter, where access sheath could go easily into the lower moiety up to the pelvis, because this is a smaller access sheath, and access sheath also has some flexibility, so it could reach in a dilated ureter. The bigger access sheath is exchanged afterwards because the ureter is distensible. Then the flexible scope is passed into all the calyces of the lower moiety which has undergone anatrophic nephrolithotomy. After searching in all the calyces like this with abnormal positions of the flexible scope, we could ultimately find out with extreme flexion of around 180 degrees relatively inferior calyx and posterior calyx. Lasing of this stone is done systematically, painting technique, and when the stone was moving, we can see the positions of the scope in various directions. At one point, the scope was in an abnormal position. Any migration of these stones into abnormal calyx will decrease the SFR. So as much as possible, better to do painting without moving the stone, adjusting the laser settings so that it does not go to a calyx which is inaccessible. Once the stone size decreases, then we can make fragments and do the popcorn, but in this case we have avoided till the end so that stone free rate we could get it. Now slowly the surface area is maintained with the volume reduced so that the wobbling of the stone will not be there. Now when stone is wobbling, we have reduced to 8 watts laser settings. Now the pieces started forming. Once the pieces started forming, focusing on the pieces and on a painting method is very difficult. So deliberately we make the fragments. After that we will switch over to popcorn method. Now again 22.5 high frequency, high energy is kept to go into popcorn method. This is the end of the picture where intravasation and extravasation are not present. With stent in situ we have done CT. No stone was done on was seen on the postoperative day 1 except 1 or 2 small specks. So advantage of RIS in such cases is obvious. Thank you.